Hello there. Welcome back to the YouTube channel from Coosa Farm. In today's episode, we're going to talk about this little Shohin Trident maple forest. In particular, we'll be talking about fall pruning and why we do it at this time of year. Right after the leaves fall, you have a window of time to prune maples in general. If the leaves have not fallen yet, you can remove these by hand. In my part of the country, we normally do this around November. Timing of this may vary depending on your area. To start, we will clean the tree up from all leaf debris and remove some moss that's growing up on the trunks. Now that the leaves have been removed, we can see the branch structure easily. We can now remove the unnecessary branches and shoots from this past growing season. When we prune at this time of year, we help redistribute the energy that a plant would normally store up over the winter and allocate it to the parts of the tree we want to keep and develop in the upcoming spring. So I'm going to start pruning on this tree, and I'll try to show you some examples as I go through. So as we start pruning, we'll start looking for any long extensions in the tree and start pruning these guys back. And anything that crosses over into the middle of the tree, we'll remove those. And also, anything that just looks out of proportion. So we'll go ahead and start pruning this guy up a little bit, and start taking some of the thick areas out of the tree. Let's see. Some of these guys that went back in. I know I'm kind of bouncing around here. I'm just cutting things off as I see them. Now this branch right here is going back into the actual inside of the tree, so we'll actually take that one out completely. Same thing with this guy right here. This branch right here is going back in and growing into the interior of the tree. So we'll take him out. And these guys are really long for the area. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's two branches that are coming out from the same spot right here. So this one's got some smaller buds in closer than this guy. So we'll take him out and leave that one back there. Same thing with this branch right here. It's coming out of the same spot as this one, so we'll take that one out. And also, when we're looking at these trees, there is we talk about height girth ratio. So the tallest tree, even though it's got maybe a 1/4 inch trunk, and maybe, let's say, maybe 7 inches tall, 6 inches or 8 inches tall. So the height girth ratio works like this. So if your tree's 8 inches tall with a 1/4 inch trunk, if you had a 4-inch tall tree, it should have an 1/8 inch trunk. And so we're just trying to figure out, and when it gets this small, sometimes you just have to guess at it a little bit. But because you're not really going to take your ruler out and measure everything. But you always want your tallest tree to have the thickest trunk. And it just proportionally, it looks better to have it that way. So when we do these trees, we're trying to, so this tree right here is going to be smaller than this tree in nature. And so this tree, about the same height as the main tree. So we're just trying to go through the trunk, through the tree, and estimate the sizes of the trunks. That way we can figure out the height of them as well. Now see this branch right here, it's got 2 or 3 buds that are very close together, and then it's got a stretch of about maybe 3/4 of an inch. So in the springtime, these buds that are close together will produce nicer ramification for the tree. So when you get out to this point here, you start to lose your ability to roundify that branch. So we'll actually come back here and cut this to right above that one branch, or right above that one bud there. That way when it grows out, it'll push out from there instead of way out here. And then we're going to clean up all these little knobs right here too. That one branch was growing back into those triple trees right there. Same thing here. This looks heavy in this little area right through here, so we'll come back and take it to the next bud down to kind of eliminate some of that heaviness right there. This little bud is opposite of this one, so we'll come and take that one out. And really what you try to do on forest is you don't want any branches growing to the interior of the forest, because if you ever look at nature, a lot of the smaller lower branches will grow to the outside to where the sunlight is at. And so naturally branches that grow into the interior of the canopy usually are the ones that get, they die out. So we're just trying to make this as realistic as we can. So when it grows out, all the ramification goes out from the trunks and makes the big beautiful canopy, on the tree. As you see on this little branch here, it's too heavy right through here, so we'll come back and take this out and opt for this little branch that goes down in low right here. And this tree still has a long way to go. This is just, this was probably just planted maybe a few years back. And this tree still has a ways to go to reach full potential. But the potential's there. It's got a good overall balance to the trunks. And I feel like in time this will only get better and better and better. Okay, so same thing here. This one branch is too heavy, so we're going to opt to keep these two side branches instead of keeping this central part here. So it's actually already in a good position. Got some. You can develop some taper in that trunk. Let me go grab a pair of concave cutters and take that one branch out. Now we're just going back in here and maybe shaving some of this this cutting areas that we've already cut back to really make them smooth. So I actually come here and take this guy out too, because this branch has got some nice movement out this way, and that really doesn't do much for that tree. All right, so this tree looks pretty good. We've cleaned it up a little bit here. And I think in the spring, this should push out from all the right places that we want. Every year this will continue to get better. And I left some stuff on there that maybe I should have taken off, but I think I'm gonna let it grow. In particular, this apex area right here. There's two branches coming off the same side. Okay, so maybe in the future I'll let one of these grow to become the new apex to create taper in this tree, and then come back in and take the centerpiece out. But I want to leave it for right now to let it grow. So things could change. Buds could pop out, in through here, and we could take one of them off and not really make any difference. But if we take this side off right here, we have nothing for a good inch and a half in that space, and I don't want to make the tree barren. In this upcoming year. So we'll leave those on for the time being. Let it grow out this year, and then that'll be an area of focus for next year. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. You can always reach us at on our website. That's www.kusa-farm.com. My name's Shannon. You could also email me, shannon@kusa-farm.com, with any questions you have about this forest. And any questions going forward, I would appreciate it if you would just send all your comments there, and I would answer them as soon as I can. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this little fall cutback on this Trident maple.